The New England Patriots are about to flip the script. And I mean completely reverse this ugly narrative that's been hanging over the team. Like a dark cloud, you might be tired of hearing it. But the offensive line, yeah, that chaotic mess from last year is not going to be the same disaster show this season. Let's dive into why this year could mark a major turnaround for the Patriots in the trenches, and why all those doubters out there might end up eating their words come week 1. Last season, watching the Patriots' offensive line was like watching a science project from a toddler. You know, glue and tape slapped together with no real structure. No stability, no coherence. It was fragile, it was frustrating, and frankly, it was falling apart at the seams every week. It seemed like the line was crumbling more and more, leaving the quarterbacks exposed, the run game ineffective, and the offense stuck in first gear. But here's the thing, that's not the identity of this team anymore, not under the new leadership. Not with the moves they've made this offseason. Let's start with Mike Vrabel. The man has made it crystal clear, you win football games from the inside out. He's all about building from the trenches, and it shows. The front office went straight to work to give this offensive line the facelift it desperately needed. First, they used a premium draft pick on Will Campbell to lock down the left tackle position. This guy's a beast, a true anchor on the edge who brings power and agility. He's the kind of player you build a line around. Then on the other side, they brought in Morgan Moses to man the right tackle spot. Another veteran presence who knows how to handle his business. Combine that with moving Mike Onwenu back to his natural position at right guard, and you've already got 3 solid pillars to work with. Oh, and let's not forget about Garrett Bradbury coming in at center. Say what you will about him, but he's one of the best run-blocking centers out there. And his presence is going to help this offense finally establish a consistent ground attack now. The big question everyone's been buzzing about, left guard. It's the one piece of this puzzle that still seems a bit blurry. It's been the focus going into training camp, and it's got people outside the Patriots circle throwing shade like, you can't fix this line with that glaring hole still wide open. But hold on a second. Let's not pretend like this entire line hangs in the balance over one position. Sure, left guard is a spot to watch, but to say that it's going to drag the whole unit down is just lazy analysis. Look, nobody's out here claiming the Patriots now have the best offensive line in the entire National Football League. That's not the argument. The point is, this line, as a unit, is miles, no, light years ahead of where it was last year. NFL analysts can see it. Patriots fans can feel it. Even my 1-year-old daughter could probably point it out. This group is fundamentally more stable, more talented, and more prepared to protect whoever is under center, likely Drake May, than anything we saw last season. And let's give credit where it's due. Drafting a premier left tackle like Campbell, bringing in the top interior lineman from the draft in Jared Wilson, and making smart free agent moves all contribute to this turnaround. Yet, despite all that, people are still hung up on the left guard spot like it's the Achilles heel of the entire roster. Come on, at some point, we've got to move past the idea that one position is going to ruin everything. Now, I'll admit, I've probably started sounding like a Cole Strange apologist at this point, and maybe I am. But I genuinely believe this guy has what it takes to step up. People are still judging him based on where he was drafted, arguing he shouldn't have been a first-round pick. Fine, maybe he wasn't a perfect value pick, but that doesn't mean he can't be a solid starter. He's got the chip on his shoulder, that gritty attitude, that proved them wrong mentality. And if there's one city where that mindset fits like a glove, it's New England. The guy wants to show he belongs on this roster. He wants to earn that starting role, and you can tell he's carrying himself with something to prove. It's a wide spectrum of opinions on Cole Strange. Some fans think he shouldn't even be on the team, while others are holding out hope that he can deliver. But there's a middle ground where most of us are just hoping the kid can stay healthy, stay consistent, and hold down that left guard job without being a liability. And with Wes Schweitzer retiring, a guy many expected to challenge Strange during training camp, the path is even clearer. The Patriots had brought in Schweitzer from the Jets, hoping he'd add depth and push for that starting job. But now, that competition shifts. Tyrese Robinson is in the mix, but let's be honest, his career has been a journey through practice squads and not much else. I'd be surprised if he made the final roster. Jack Conley, though, that's someone worth keeping an eye on. Conley is an undrafted free agent out of Boston College, and he brings versatility. He's played left guard, right guard, even tackle. The man's been moved around all over the offensive line, and that Flexibility is exactly what coaches love in a backup lineman right now. If you had to choose between Robinson and Conley to make the team, I'm leaning Conley every time. He might not be a starter, but as a depth piece, he's got potential. And then there's Sidey Sal, with Schweitzer out of the picture. Sal becomes the primary backup for Cole Strange. He's got starting experience. And even though he didn't have the best offseason showing, taking reps with the lower tier groups during OTA letters and minicamp, we've heard it straight from Vrabel. Training camp is when the real evaluations begin. That's when the pads go on, the intensity ramps up, and you find out who's ready to play real football. So expect Sal to be ready if called upon. And keep an eye on Jared Wilson, too. Yes, he was drafted to be a center, and yes, there's a very real possibility he takes over for Bradbury at some point. But don't sleep on his ability to slide into one of the guard spots if needed. He's got the tools, the intelligence, and the versatility to be a valuable interior lineman. Whether it's left guard or right guard, Wilson could be that Swiss Army knife who plugs in wherever he's needed. Bottom line, the days of the Patriots being embarrassed on the offensive line are coming to an end. This group is deeper, more experienced, and loaded with young talent eager to prove themselves. Combine that with a new offensive coordinator and a quarterback like Drake May, who can make quick decisions, and you've got a recipe for a much more efficient offense. Is the left guard situation completely locked in? Not yet, but is it the apocalyptic problem some folks are making it out to be? Absolutely not. It's going to be addressed, it's going to be figured out, and by the time the season rolls around, I doubt we'll even be talking about it anymore now. What do you think? Is left guard the biggest concern for this team right now? Or are people blowing it out of proportion? I want to hear your thoughts on this. What's the real weak spot heading into training camp? Now shifting gears a little, let's talk about something that caught my attention and might be flying under the radar for most fans. There are a few veteran names out there, former Patriots, some with serious history in Foxborough, who, surprisingly, still haven't found a new team. One name in particular stands out, Jahlani Tavai. No, Adrian Phillips. Close, but no, I'm talking about Jahlani's former teammate, linebacker Jelani Bentley. Wait, that's not right either. I mean Jahlani's former defensive leader, team captain. And a name every Patriots fan should recognize, Juwan Bentley. That's right. Juwan Bentley is still unsigned, a former captain, a leader, on and off the field. A player who helped define the Patriots' identity on defense the last few years. And now, here we are, deep into the offseason, training camp looming. And he's still waiting on a contract, still waiting on a phone call. It raises a lot of questions. Why is a guy like Bentley, with his resume, his presence, and his experience, still on the market? Look, we all know how his season ended last year, a torn pectoral, not a small injury. Especially for a linebacker who relies on upper body strength to shed blocks, deliver hits, and wrap up an open space. That kind of injury can be career-altering if it doesn't heal properly. And you better believe NFL teams are going to take every precaution before handing out contracts to players coming off something like that. But is he really washed up? Is he really done? I don't think so. I think Bentley is doing exactly what a smart veteran should do at this point in his career. Wait for the right opportunity. Wait for the right team. Wait for a situation where he can walk into a locker room, bring leadership, and immediately contribute without having to prove he still belongs during voluntary workouts and mandatory mini camps. Why go through all that when you can train on your own terms with your own team of specialists and stay in shape until a team comes calling? Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy, share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors have been swirling in the NFL world, and the latest buzz is setting the sports community on fire. Derrick Henry, the powerhouse running back, might be headed to the New England Patriots, possibly donning the iconic number 22 jersey. While nothing is officially confirmed yet, sources close to the league are hinting at serious discussions behind the scenes, igniting speculation about one of the most electrifying moves this offseason. Henry, known for his bulldozing style and ability to dominate defenses, has long been a force to reckon with in the Tennessee Titans backfield. The idea of him switching gears and joining the Patriots could shake the very foundation of the AFC East. New England, a franchise famed for its strategic prowess and championship pedigree, seems poised to make a bold statement by potentially adding such a game-changing talent to its roster. The number 22 jersey, though often overshadowed by more prominent digits, carries a special significance for the Patriots. It's a number that has seen gritty performances and gritty players, making it the perfect fit for a player like Henry, whose reputation for sheer toughness and relentless drive precedes him. If the rumors hold true, Henry's arrival might not just be about upgrading the running game, it could signal a fresh chapter for the Patriots' identity, blending their traditional discipline with Henry's raw power and dynamic running style. Fans and analysts alike are buzzing about what this move could mean. Could Henry's presence finally fill the void that New England has been searching for in its backfield since the days of past greats? Will his ability to break tackles and churn out yards complement the Patriots' already versatile offense? The possibilities seem endless and tantalizing. On the flip side, there's always the question of chemistry and adaptation. Transitioning from Tennessee's system, where Henry has been the centerpiece, to New England's complex playbook and team dynamics might pose challenges. Yet, the Patriots coaching staff is known for maximizing their players' strengths, and Henry's work ethic and determination might just make this partnership a match made in football heaven. Although the official announcement is still pending, the rumor mill is churning hard, and insiders suggest a formal confirmation could be just around the corner. The NFL offseason is notoriously unpredictable, but if this deal goes through, it will undoubtedly be one of the headline-grabbing moves of the year, with the Patriots sending a loud message to their rivals. For now, fans can only watch closely and imagine the impact Derrick Henry could have wearing number 22 in New England, a fusion of power, precision, and Patriots tradition that could redefine the team's offensive game for years to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.